Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cappers Nation Live, NFL Week 17 Sunday edition. It is dark and early here in Las Vegas. We got the lights shining bright like a diamond this morning. And we're ready to break down some games, put you guys on some good things. Hopefully the leans go better than yesterday. Oh, shit. There we go. I always forget. to turn it up. I always turn it down so that video doesn't blast it in your eardrums. And I always forget to turn it back up. What's going on, guys? What's going on, Dave? Good morning. James, Baba, Russ. Curtis be sleeping. He ain't sleeping today. Tino in the house, first thing. Get your popcorn. It's going to be a good one. Good morning, everybody. Let's let some people log on. I know the email just went out. Or sorry, the text message just went out. Mr. Butler, good morning. Dave, yes, your play on the Capitals, absolutely beautiful. Good morning, Mr. Sharp. Sports Better 609 in the house. We had the Blackhawks plus 215 yesterday. We also had the over in the Vegas Knights game. But that didn't go over. It was a 4-1 final. We had it at 5.5. But plus 215 is a winning day. Plus 215 and a minus 110. I'll take it any day of the week. Matter of fact, I'll take it every day of the week. Good morning, guys that are just tuning in. Welcome, Cappers Nation Live. Princess Chachu in the house. Welcome. Thank you guys for all tuning in. It is your Sunday, dark and early edition of Cappers Nation. Jeffrey Baez wants to know who my dog of the day is. Sorry, wrong show for the dog of the day. That must be Mitch. Good old Mitch does the dog of the day. We got leans and laughs and barbershop talk. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Same to you and your family as well. Happy early New Year's to everybody as well. Prince Chachu, tough day to bet the NFL. Absolutely, it can be very tough to bet the NFL in Week 17 if you're not familiar with the ins and outs of how to survive Week 17. I like to think that we do. Generally speaking, Week 17s are excellent weeks for us. Good morning, everybody. Give everybody just another minute to log on. Give everybody just a minute. Going to the Texans game. Lucky you. Baba Booey, am I going to have a live show on Monday or Tuesday? Mike, I love Week 17. Absolutely love week 17. Am I going to have a live show on Monday or Tuesday? I might go live. Yeah, Russ, I seen that just came out. However, it was put out a couple hours ago as well that he was going to be a game time decision, that he was going to suit up and take reps in practice and warm-ups and try and get going. So we'll see if that happens or not, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it. But I will try. And Justin, good morning. Curtis in the house. Chris Ship, good morning. I will try and go live on Monday and Tuesday as well. See if we can't make it a real busy day, real busy week. Just 2 more days of bowl games, and then we got the national championship game. Good money team. Good morning. FS, Happy New Year's. It was actually, Russ, the information that I had came out right before, about 3 hours before what you just posted, which the NFL Network just released as well. Michael Sharp, to answer your question, the only thing that we actually put like a real guarantee on is our money back guarantee plays, which is our guaranteed Saturday. And then something that I'm doing today, my NFL Game of the Year, which is later today. I've been waiting for this matchup, and I wasn't expecting it to happen based on playoff implications. However, it's happening because everything lined up absolutely perfectly. But what we do with our premium plays or my personal plays, depending on which package you're on, we make sure you're making money. It doesn't bother me if I got to extend your service or not to keep somebody going. Make sure you're making money. We always make sure you're making money, and there's guys in here that can attest to that. We actually gave out a free day not too long ago, and we shit the bed on it. And we took care of everybody by giving them free days of our premium plays, not our lower graded plays, the actual premium plays. Absolutely free. So we always make sure you make money. Always make sure you're making money. Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Jamar Dickey in the house. Jamar can attest to that. Same thing with Mike. Same thing with Reggie. They all know. They all can, same thing with Dave there, D-Mall. Probably Reggie has entered in the house. Mr. Sharp always, we always, the goal is for you guys to make money. And let's be honest, let's be real honest. If you guys don't make money, you're not going to be our clients long term. And our goal is to keep you guys around long term. And most of our clients that have been with us for years and years and years. Me and Jamar hooked up over a year ago. He's still with us today. Off and on, but he keeps coming back for a reason, and he knows if we get down in the dumps and we have a bad week, because people lose, people have bad weeks, people have bad little runs, they go cold, it happens, that's human nature, especially in gambling. that we take care of. We take care of our clients. We always dig them out of the hole. We get them whole. We get them profitable again. Excuse me. Who dat Bob in the house? So yeah, I love to take care of people and keep people coming back. I'd be careful about that one, Justin. Dak is going to be playing, but there's a potential that he will only play a quarter. And Elliott already said yesterday that he plans on playing. So unless news broke in the last hour, Elliott is playing. Unless something else came out that's not out yet. Good morning, Karen. Mike, Mariota hasn't been ruled out. He's unlikely, quote, quote, unlikely to play. However, about 6 hours ago, it was released that he would test it in warm-ups. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's the playoffs. He's going to be suiting up if he can. Oh, they just said it on NFL TV? Good to know. I appreciate it, Mike. I mean, I know they released it 8 minutes ago that he's unlikely to play. Appreciate it, Mike. All right, guys and gals, let's get this show on the road. We've got some big things planned, some good information to give away today. Congratulations to everybody that hammered our guaranteed Saturday play. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. I'll tell you one thing, man. That damn guaranteed Saturday play, even when it's looking like it's going to lose, it finds a way to win every single time nearly. We've won 9 out of the last 10 guaranteed Saturday plays. We had the over in the Florida-Michigan game, over 50.5. Took a pick six with 5.5 minutes to go or whatever the time was, but it came through. It came through in a big way. So another day, another winner for the Guaranteed Saturday Club. I'll tell you one thing, it's the best $150 money can buy, because if you lose, we actually give a refund, which is going to be the same thing. I have absolutely been waiting for this game for quite some time. And I didn't think it was going to happen the last couple weeks. And it's pulling through. But under my personal plays, I've got my NFL Game of the Year today. Honestly, guys, until last week, I didn't think it was going to happen. And didn't think the company was going to allow me to do it. Yes, Russ, I do. Team Trail games that mean something today are key, absolutely. We're going to go over a lot of that information today to hopefully save you guys from not betting on the wrong game. But later today, I've got my NFL Game of the Year into my personal play section. It does come with a cost. It's much like our guaranteed Saturday play. Jamar, you can get it right on the website, bud. Click on the premium tab, scroll all the way down. It's we sent out an email for it, but for everybody that's not on our email list, it's $100. I guarantee that you win or you get your money back. The guarantee is that if we don't win, you get a full refund of your $100, no questions asked. But as a bonus, anybody that purchases it is going to get the rest of my personal plays today absolutely free as a bonus. I've got 3 personal plays besides my NFL Game of the Year between the NFL and college basketball. So you're going to get 4 plays. One of them is guaranteed. Well, nothing in life's guaranteed other than my refund policy that we stand behind. So obviously anything can happen in sports betting. Good morning, Brad, coming in from Australia. Thank you for joining us. Dominique, good morning. But you guys can get my NFL Game of the Year right on the website, cappersdirect.com. Click on the Premium Play tab. Scroll all the way to the bottom. It's the last package on the bottom. Let me put that information. FS, it's $100, but as a bonus, I'm throwing in all my personal plays today. So if you're not on my personal plays, you're also going to get a little sample of that. You'll get 3 of my personal plays as well. Absolutely fresh football. But I'll be honest with you guys. I honestly didn't expect the game to materialize for what I wanted to use for my Game of the Year. I thought the golden opportunity was going to pass me by based off of playoff scenarios. And it didn't, so I'm extremely excited about it. Get it right on the website. I'll post the information right here. John, you haven't missed anything yet. We were just going over my NFL Game of the Year later this afternoon. As long as you guys are on board for the .425 game, you won't miss it. We'll tell you that much. Thank you, Tino, telling everybody to hit the thumbs up button. We do greatly appreciate it when you do. The more thumbs up we get, the more I'll probably give you guys today. It's going to be a great day, I'll tell you that much. Looking forward today. We got a lot of great games, a lot of great college basketball, some NBA, and some very important NFL action that's going to put a lot of money in our pockets. Also, going over this real quick, today's the last day to take advantage of our big sales over at Cappers Direct that we ran during the holidays. You can get every one of today's premium plays for just $49. There's 3 premium plays right now. There's a possibility for a 4th one, but I'm not going to promise you. But as of right now, there's 3 big premium plays. 2 NFL, 1 NBA. You can get every single one of our premium plays at cappersdirect.com for $49. That will be gone tomorrow, all right? Or you won't have that opportunity tomorrow. Also, you can get 1 full week for $150. What we normally charge $1,000 a week for, you can get for $150. So if you're on the fence, make sure you get a week because that sale will be gone tomorrow. I'll post a link to that. It's on the same page as my my game of the year. Princess Chacha just asked, Kansas City playing for anything? The question is yes. Sorry, the answer is yes. They can clinch the AFC West Division title and home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs with a Kansas City win today, if they win today, or if they tie plus a loss or tie by the LA Chargers, or by a Chargers loss, New England loss or a tie, or a Houston loss or tie. Or there's one more. I can go on a lot of scenarios. But yeah, Kansas City Chiefs do have something to play for today. They just need a win. If they win, they clinch the AFC West Division title, as well as home field throughout the entire AFC playoffs, which will make sure the road to the Super Bowl goes through Arrowhead Stadium, which, for everybody that likes home field advantage, that's very important. Absolutely, Jamar. That's going to be one of the games that we break down and go over all that good information. I'm actually popping up the information as I type this, or as I get ready. Go Baker, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Watching Baker Mayfield play is exciting. He's definitely exciting for the fact that he's playing with so much heart and passion, and the kid just loves to play, and he's a born winner. He is an absolute winner, no doubt about it. All right, I got the NFL lines pulling up where the money's at, all that good juicy information. How about that free play I gave you guys yesterday in the live video yesterday? Montana minus 11 college basketball. That was actually one of our premium plays. That was one of our premium plays. Back's awfully crunchy this morning. Mike, it was a little cold yesterday morning coming in, so I put my hard top indoors on the Jeep last night. So here I am stretching out. Back's a little crunchy. All favorites will never cover. If you're not betting dogs from time to time, you're not going to be making any money. Princess Chachu, it's probably a very smart idea on Alabama. Hail to the victors, be nice. Be nice, but yes, the Chargers are already in the playoffs. They are not in a must-win situation. They just don't know their destination. They just don't know if they're going to be a 5 seed or if they're going to be the number 1 seed and gain a first-round bye in the first round. Be nice. Hail to the victors. Be nice. Dominique, yeah, be nice. Now that I figured out that 5 minutes for fighting penalty, I just give it at random now. 1 second, folks. You're up super early today. I go live every Saturday and Sunday, bright and early. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just popping something up real quick. You know, I think it would be a good day for a fun money parlay. Might just have to make one of those. Might just have to make one of those. Hello, the victors. We've gotten rid of most of the haters and trolls, bud, and we keep them on a short leash. All right, I'm about ready to rock and roll. That was actually we did a free play on that one, Brad. Not that many people betting on the Colts. It was 51-49 this morning. However, there's some early action coming in on the Colts. 64-36 in favor of the Colts. The money line's the exact opposite. 60% of the money line bets are on the Titans. 40% on the Colts. What's the premium pick special today? There's a, sorry, I was reading something on a different page. You can get Team Trill. I see you just signed up, bud. Thank you. Thank you, Ronald. We do appreciate it. They look like money to me. No, we do, Edward. We do have $49 today. $49 gets you today's premium plays. I'll post the link right now for you. Either $49 for the day, $150 for the week, or I have my game of the year, my NFL game of the year, but it's $100 for the game. But you also get the rest of my personal plays as well. But if you want the premium plays, they're just $49. Yes and no. Yes and no on the Skins being hyped up. At the end of the day, the players need to make sure that they bring their car keys to the locker room. Make sure their car ain't sitting outside warmed up, ready for them to leave. But I promise you, there's a lot of players in a lot of these locker rooms that are already out the door. Their contracts are guaranteed next year. It don't matter how they play today. All right, let me see the comments that I missed real quick while I was scrolling on another page. Reggie M., you the man, boss. I didn't like Kyle at first, but he wore on me. Straight up honest dude, and he wins. Reggie, I didn't like you either. You're just now starting to grow on me. Joe Hill, I took it under. Edward, no, we haven't given out any picks yet. We're just getting to it. Curtis says the early bird gets the worm. James Allen, today would be a good day for a fun money parlay. Absolutely. Yeah, hail to the victors. A lot of action in the last 30 minutes with the news about Mariota. Lamont, good morning. Absolutely. There's always a hater in the group. There's always a hater trolling. It's all good, though. I had one on YouTube yesterday. Remember, guys, before we break this down, let's make something clear. There's a big difference between a lean, a consensus play, my personal play, and a premium play. All right? Let's start with a consensus play, personal play, or a premium play. Those are plays I'm actually betting. All right? Those are plays I'm putting my own money on. Now, what's a lean? A lean is my opinion. Right or wrong, my opinion. I don't bet my opinion, all right? I bet games that end up being my plays or the company's plays. So, if I give out a lean on a game, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm firing money, let alone big money on the game. I could be, and I just don't want to tell you that it's one of our premium plays, but I'm leaning towards one. Sometimes that's the case, because I can't give away the farm for free. But there's times like yesterday where we give out leans, and they're just leans. They're if I had to bet this game, this is what I would do, not necessarily what I'm going to do. Meaning I'm not going to bet it. So one tool got on Twitter telling me there was no difference between our guaranteed Saturday play, a premium play, and a lean. And then after I explained to him, I probably made him feel sad because he blocked me on Twitter like a little tiny snowflake. Actually, a big snowflake. Good luck. Hail to the victors. Yes, I did give away a free premium play yesterday on Montana minus 11. That was a premium play yesterday. We hit both of our free plays yesterday. The first one on Kentucky. We nailed Kentucky in college basketball as a free consensus play. And then we hammered home a free premium play on Montana. And it's time to start breaking down some games. Dominique wants the first breakdown, Chicago and Minnesota. I've heard that about 4 or 5 times, so that's what we're going to do first. Good morning, William. It's crazy. I have 2 cups on my desk, right? I got one with the Joe, one with some juice, some fresh banana, pineapple, and orange juice. And I picked up my coffee, took a swig. I was expecting it to be the ice cold juice. I was like, caught me off guard. Fubar, I'll tell you one thing. It happens to the best of us. Can't have a winning day every single day, and anybody that tells you they can, they're absolutely lying to you. But here's one fact. No matter what happens, win, lose, or draw with my games, the company's games, our consensus plays, I will always tell you the truth. Not afraid to admit when I lose. Everybody knows that. Not afraid to admit when I lose. Not afraid to speak my mind. Not afraid to put somebody on blast. Thank you, Dominique. I do appreciate that. I'm looking for my chapstick. I must have left it in the ride. I was looking for another one. Oops. Got some sweet CO2 oil, but that's not going to do any good for the lip. There we go. Always got a spare. Thank you, Hail to the Victors. I do appreciate that. Dominique is who? Hail to the Victors, a troll? He's watched us for a long time. Just hasn't been around in a while. He's just full of shit talk this morning. Yes, Shane, definitely need to be careful in the NFL today. All right. We're going to break down the Vikings and the Bears game. Just taking a look. I've got access to some people's best bets and consensus reports. I'm trying to see if anybody's got them on there. Jonathan Van Tobel's got the Vikings -5 on his best bets of the week. Sean Pantonovich has got the Bears. Matt Yeomans has got the Vikings. Both those guys went 4-1 last week. And they got the opposite. I'll tell you one thing. The Bears and Vikings game, guys, when we broke it down, it was one of the hardest. Hold on a second. All right. Back to the business. Bears and Vikings, guys. One of probably the hardest games for the average handicapper to cap this week, or for the average public bettor to break down. The pressure is on the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. They want in. He got put in timeout, Brad. We don't got time for nonsense today. We got games to break down. We got money to be made. Game 325, 326. Chicago and Minnesota. Let's take a look at the opening line to where it's at now, and then we're going to look at the money. 4:25 Eastern, be televised on Fox. This game is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, U.S. Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Vikings. Line opened up, Vikings -7. It is now, it's actually all over the board, I'm going to be honest with you. The Westgate has them laying 6. The Mirage and William Hill have them all laying 5. The Wind's got it at 5.5. CG Technologies got them at 6. Offshore Bet Online's got them at 6. So this is one of those games, depending on who you're betting, it may pay to shop around, especially if you're here in Vegas and you have that opportunity. Total on that game opened up at 41.5. It's down a point to 40.5. Now looking at the money side of it to see where everybody's got their money. 40%, 47% of all the spread bets are on the Bears, 53% are on the Vikings, so pretty even when it comes to that. When it comes to the money line, Vikings on the money line, 70% of all the bets coming in are on the Vikings. The total is pretty even and have the same numbers as the spread, 53% on the under, 47% on the over. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So when it comes to betting the spread, it's pretty much even 50-50. Let me read these comments. What did I miss? It was only a matter of time. Kirk Cousins will not make the playoffs. Michael Davenport, I love it. Dramatic pauses. $1:00 games. We'll get there. We'll get there. This was a highly recommended one, or asked one. So we figured we'd do this one. Don't worry, hail to the victors. You're not banned or blocked. We just gave you a 5-minute penalty for slashing. Got to play nice here. He just texted me. What the fuck? All right, back to the Bears and the Vikings, guys. Bears entering week 17, 11-4, straight up 11-4 against the spread. Been a great team if you've been taking them on the spread all year long. John Gruden's going commando today. I don't know what they're doing up there in Oakland other than trying to get out. Minnesota, 8-6-1. Straight up 8-6-1 against the spread. Desperately trying to get in the playoffs. Pop up some information here. 5-minute penalty for hooking. Yeah, no kidding there. No kidding there, Baba Booey. Vikings need to win or tie today to get into the playoffs. Or they need to have the Eagles lose or tie Washington in order to claim the number 6 seed. Vikings fighting for a shot. The Bears can't finish any worse than the 3rd seed, but they must beat the Vikings and hope for San Francisco to beat the Rams to jump up to the number 2 seed and earn a first-round bye. So Bears still have something to play for. Both teams, Vikings want in, Bears want to bye. Bob G, good morning. Gotta Live TV. Thank you. Sooners in the under. Speaking of Sooners in the under, we'll talk about that after this breakdown. Vikings 14-1 against the spread. Their last 15 games at home versus an opponent after a conference straight-up win. Chicago's just 3-11-1 against the spread. Their last 15 games on the road on winning streaks of 3 or more games. Vikings 9-2 on the under at home against decent scoring teams averaging 24 points per game or more. Recent head-to-head matchups, guys. These guys played each other a month and a half ago. Everybody, welcome back. Hail to the victors. These guys played each other November 18th in Chicago with the Bears winning 25-20. Oh, look, it's Jesus blessing us with his presence. Bears covered the 3-point spread at home. That game went over the total of 44 by a smidge. But it don't matter if it's a smidge or a country mile. Over is over and a winner is a winner. Before November 18th, the Vikings were on a 3-game win streak against the Bears. Oh, Jesus, I'm always nice, but you know what they say. I think every mama says it. If you don't have something nice to say, you shouldn't say it at all, right? Especially when you're just making up facts out of your asshole. Minnesota 13-3, straight up 10-5 against the spread, and their last 16 games at home. Excuse me, voice cracking. At home against Chicago. Vikings have absolutely owned the Bears at home. Not this week. I guess that's kind of like the pot calling the kettle black this time, right? You got that one straight. Hail to the victors. Leave race out of it. Did anybody bring up race? I don't think anybody brought up race. Michael? Yes, look at our videos. We're watching it. Okay. I guess it's the pot calling the kettle dirty. No, there's no race brought into it. We don't allow that here. We don't allow that here. All right, back to the Minnesota and Bears game. You guys, the comments are cracking me up today. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The comments make this the best part about it. I wish it was more interactive than just comments. I wish it was like all of us. Karen, he's just a hater. The guy hasn't had anything nice to say in 4 or 5 months. He just pops in and tries to take a dig and then splits out. But anyways, it don't matter. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Let's start breaking down the games. Bears averaging 26.5 points per game. Vikings averaging 23.3. Bears on offense getting the job done with 227 yards in the air, average 118 on the ground. Vikings getting the job done with 262 in the air, only 95 on the ground. Elliot V, what's going on? Good morning. Yeah, a lot of sensitive people these days. Vikings on defense, giving up just 18.2 points per game. Sorry, Vikings on defense giving up 21.1 points per game. Bears giving up 18.2 points per game. Yes, Princess Chachu, an interactive Zoom meeting in the future. That would be fun. Bears holding teams to 228 yards in the air, 81 on the ground. Vikings holding teams to under 200 yards passing at 198. On the ground, 110. Kyle, do your thing. Forget the haters. Always, bud. Good morning to all. Kyle, I called good money on that Florida under. Tommy, the Florida game went over, and it was our guaranteed Saturday play. Florida game went over. Kyle looks baked. Now, promise you, I'm wide awake, ready to rock and roll and sober. Justin Mildred, let's get on with the picks, please. Justin, just so you know, this is more of a barbershop talk, as the guys and gals like to call it. A lot of leans, a lot of laughs, and a lot of sidetracks. That's why we go for over 2 to 2.5 hours, because the comments, because we get so sidetracked by rambling on. It don't matter. We'll get to the picks here in a minute. Entertainment, buddy. Entertainment. We're here to provide entertainment for everybody. Leans and laughs. It's a good place for everybody to hang out and have fun. Do a little shit talking, poking. But don't worry. We'll get to it. I promise. Baseball smoker, you got to wait probably about 30 more minutes. Or maybe 2. It doesn't really, I mean, you just never know here. But if you're really in a hurry, you could always just leave and come back and watch the archive version. Jamar, yeah, what under? Exactly. What under was the case? Elliot, absolutely. A lot of sensitive cappers on the tube. Taking my sayings, taking my words. I consider it flattering. Cremon just hired by the Vikings to punt. Calm down, Justin Bieber. James Allen, guess he lost. He is. I'm just getting through, sober on Sunday. Even churches have wine. Well, unfortunately, I'm stuck in the office. Yep, we talk about everything: life, love, sports. I mean, we had a marriage proposal a couple weeks ago between Brian and Karen. Joshua Jones, will Trubisky even play the whole game? Well, if they absolutely smash him and annihilate him on... No, I bet they pull him. But yeah, I expect him to play the whole game. They're playing for a first-round bye. They just got to win. Philip Rivers, 19 kids and counting. All right, I'm okay. Thank you, Elliot. Elliot just said, haven't seen not one capper post a ticket like you, Kyle. Absolutely. We're going to touch on that here in just a minute, as soon as we get done with this Bears-Vikings game. Vikings coming off 2-game win streak with wins over the Lions, beating them 27-9, and over the Dolphins 41-17. This week, they actually get some competition in the Bears, coming off a 3-game win streak. They've won 8 out of their last 9 games. Bears coming off a win over San Francisco last week, 14-9. They beat Green Bay week before that, 24-17. And they beat the Rams 15-6. On a little bit of a scoring slide, however, I expect that to pick up today. Hail to the Victors is 100% correct. He's seen multiple $20,000 tickets from me. We gave out a free play on this, guys, last night. I don't know if you guys watched that video or not. We gave out the Bears plus the 5.5. We gave out the Bears with the points. Sorry. Of course you'd like to see the tickets before it hit. Everybody would like to see the tickets. I post losing tickets too. So we did give out a free play on the Bears plus 5.5 yesterday. That is still our official free play in the NFL today. I posted some tickets on my Twitter last night. A $5,000 hit on 5 dimes. On the Sooners plus 14.5. I got it right at closing. Sooners plus 14.5 to win $5K. And then I went to, actually I tried betting 10. They wouldn't let me. And then I tried betting 10 on the total on the under 80.5 right before closing. They limited me to win $2,500 on the under 80.5. So I posted that on Twitter as well. So before we get to the next game day breakdown, one thing you'll find with me is I actually bet every game I give out. Just because it's a lean doesn't mean I'm betting it. Let's get that fact straight so that we don't have another snowflake Get mad at me on Twitter. No, Edward, I bet all the premium plays big. My bookie's got it up at 6. Excellent. It's even better, man. Shane, I'm gonna honestly, I think they get the job done and they get that first round bye. But it better be safe than sorry, especially on a day like today. I'll take the points. I would take the points. I think there'll be a decent amount of scoring in the game as well. But one thing about me, guys, is I bet every game. I bet our premium plays for $20K. Bet them all the time for that. We had a rough little 3-5 day stretch where games were absolutely horrible. Week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. And grinding my way out of it, just like we always do. Elliot, yeah, they try and hate. What I absolutely love is when a service gets online and they say that they bet a game and they're going to post a ticket real soon. And then they never post a ticket. It's like, don't lie to the people. I mean, if you don't bet your games, don't lie and say you do. That's the biggest thing that you're going to find out here is sorry to read the comments. Dominic, can I invite people on the video? Absolutely. Who wants to come on? We can invite people on. I can send a link, and as long as you have, what do they need? You need a Google Chrome browser. You need a headset, like a headphones and a microphone and a webcam. Thank you, Michael. But I bet all my plays, and I post tickets from time to time. I don't post all the tickets, but I should. I post losing ones all the time. I'm not afraid to admit when we lose. I've shown a $100,000 ticket in the playoffs, Major League Baseball playoffs, losing on the Yankees a game. But then I showed 2 more right after that, back-to-back. 100K getting the money back and 100K getting back ahead. So I don't mind showing when I lose. I actually think the losing tickets are more impressive than showing winners. Showing a big losing ticket to me is more impressive. All these assholes out there. I'm going to post a ticket. Get out of here. You ain't posting a ticket. You don't even bet your own games. It's one thing you guys got to be careful of. You got a choice. You can either get games on your own, or you can get games from somebody. And if you're going to take option B and get games from somebody, you best make sure that they're actually betting the games themselves. Why? Because they're financially invested in the games. You want to be betting with somebody's games who doesn't have enough confidence or the nut sack big enough to actually bet their games? Or do you want to bet with somebody that has a big enough set of nuts to go out and bet their games for more than just a couple $100, for thousands of dollars? Every single day, every single play. Because I got news for you. I'm not a trust fund baby, all right? I'm not a trust fund baby. I've worked for everything that I have. Thank you, William, for tuning in, bud. I just got your text. And if we were just throwing darts at a board, I'd have been broke 15 years ago. So, absolutely, Dominic, go with the big set of nuts. You know, there's guys out there that'll never show you a ticket, or they might show you one because they scammed enough people to sign up at an offshore book, and they made enough commission off of your losses that they could finally bet a game. So don't fall for that trap, guys. Bet with people that are actually... I don't even care if it's me. I don't even care if you guys don't sign up with me. And that's always, I run the shows regardless if you guys sign up with me. And absolutely, Joyce. If you guys don't sign up with me, just do your due diligence on whoever you sign up with. Make sure they're betting the games. Make sure they're financially invested for a substantial amount of money. Jamar, it's all I do, bud. This is all I do. This is my only job. There's other services out there that have day jobs, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. It's the American dream. You want to better yourself, and you do that. But people shouldn't be lying to you about what their day job is. I mean, there's guys that are picking up trash for a living, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But they shouldn't lie to you and say, you know, that this is their full-time job, because they're just lying to you. It's not their full-time commitment. It's their part-time. There's people that are peeling potatoes in the military, and then they're slinging games on the side. I get it. American dream. It's the hustle. I respect it. I hope everybody prospers. American dream is do better for yourself. Live your dreams. And if you clean toilets, if you clean the toilets on the base, it's no big deal. Respect it. It's still a job. But nobody should be lying to you about what their day job is. Exactly, Nicholas. Nobody cares about those people. We were actually just going... Mike Butler going to keep showing an Army ticket. The one and only. The one and only. Hoop by night in the house. All right, guys, let's get back to the game day breakdowns. We've got some money to give away. Money meaning games that are going to make some money for you. Remember, guys, I've got my NFL Game of the Year today. Didn't think it was going to materialize until last week, but it set up and it's actually primed right. It does come with a cost. It's under my personal play selection. It is a bonus play. It's a special one-off. It's $100. However, I guarantee that it wins or I refund your money. That's the guarantee. If it don't win, I refund your money, no questions asked. But as a bonus, if you're not already on my personal plays, you're going to get the rest of my personal plays absolutely free, and there's 3 of them. So you get 4 plays in total. The one is the guaranteed game in the NFL. It's my NFL Game of the Year. It's $100. You get it right on the website, and as soon as you sign up, instant access to all 4 of my personal plays. Michael, I bet all over. I'm a line shopping whore, as I'd like to call it. Excuse my language, because I know there's ladies in the room. But I do a lot of betting at Green Valley. A few of the people in here have seen me there. Between Green Valley and Sunset is on my way from out in I live out in Boulder City, so on my way to the office. But I do frequent the Strip a lot, and you could catch me at the Wynn, the Westgate, occasionally, but the Aria a lot. And then when I'm stuck in the office, I bet on all the apps. The William Hill, CG, stations. And then I've got a 5 Dimes, which is my fun money account that I build up. I do some crazy shit on there. Also, before we get the next game day breakdown, if you want to get on board our premium plays, there's 3 right now. 2 NFL, 1 NBA. You can get 3 days of our premium plays for $49. Sorry, today's premium plays for $49. Or you can get seven full days of our premium plays for $150 on sale. Those sales end today, guys. The big sales, the one the 1 year of premium plays and the 1 year of guaranteed Saturday plays. That big package that ends today that goes bye-bye today. Mr. Brown, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's get that next game day breakdown. I know Dominique asked if we would break down the Buffalo and Miami game. Yeah, we'll jump to that one. I didn't have intentions of breaking down that game for the sole fact that I was going to stick to the games that matter as far as teams actually playing. But we'll break down that game. It's not a big deal. We'll break it down quick for you. My personal opinion on it is I don't like it. That's my personal opinion. But don't let that persuade you from doing your thing, Dominique. Game 319, 320. Let's take a look at the odds, the opening, and where it's at currently. And then we'll go for where the money's at. Buffalo opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. They're all the way up to 5. William Hill just bumped it up to 5.5 about 2 hours ago. Same thing with the station's casinos. I do see it's at -5, minus $1.05 on betonline.ag. And then let's take a look at the percentages on that game. Miami's got 57% of all the against the spread bets right now, so I'm pretty close to 50-50. 57% for Miami, 43 laying the points with Buffalo. When it comes to the money line, 86% are riding Miami. 86% of all the money line bets are coming in on Miami. When it comes to the over and under, very, very heavy on the under. 87% all riding the under. The posted total of 38.5. Only 13% riding the over of that game. Watch that sucker fly sky high. Miami's officially eliminated. Miami is officially eliminated from the playoffs. Shane, they said that about the Cardinals when they went in and beat the Packers too. Miami was eliminated last Sunday when they lost to Jacksonville, who won for just the second time in 11 games. Buffalo is 28, 18-4 their last 50 games versus an opponent after a conference straight-up loss. Brad, can you check Michael's comment? Let me see. Let me scroll back up. Carl Joseph has 3 picks today. Who's Carl Joseph? Is that the comment you were talking about? Or what did I miss? Probably. Or he's talking about the Raider, Carl Joseph. I don't think he was talking about you, Mr. Davenport. It's all good, guys. Let's get back to it. It's all good. I do appreciate it, though. Miami, just 2-8 against the spread. Their last 10 games on the road after a conference straight-up loss. False alarms are. It's all good. It's all good. Miami, 21-6-1 on the under on the road against lesser defensive teams, allowing more than 23.5 points per game. I think exactly what SportsBetter 609 says. He's saying that Carl Joseph gets 3 interceptions today. These two teams already played each other 28 days ago, with Miami winning 21-17 in Miami. Went under the total of 40. They had a total of 38. It went under the total of 40. The favorite has won the game the last 3 meetings. The game has gone under the last 2 meetings as well. And Miami has taken 3 of the last 5 games. However, Buffalo got the job done twice last year. Head-to-head trends, Buffalo is 14-6 straight up and against the spread at home against Miami since 1997. The Bills coming off a loss last week to the Patriots, losing 24-12. Bills just 5-10 straight up, 6-9 against the spread on the year. Miami, on the other hand, coming off 2 straight losses to the Vikings and Jacksonville. They've scored a combined 24 points in their last 2 games. They had even more points than that in just their single game when they beat New England on a last-ditch get-lucky effort when they beat them 34-33. Take it easy, Michael. Thanks for joining. We'll be live on Thursday again. I'll probably go live on Monday as well. Dolphins just 7-8 straight up, 8-7 against the spread. Miami averaging 20.1 points per game. Bills averaging 15.1. Dolphins averaging just 185 yards in the air, 109 on the ground. For the Bills, are averaging 172 in the air, 121 on the ground. On the defensive side of things, Miami giving up 26.1 points per game. Bills giving up 23.8. On defense, Dolphins giving up 248 yards in the air and 144 on the ground on average. Teams have been able to run at will against the Dolphins when they've wanted to, as well as pass the ball. Giving up just under 400 yards a game to opposing offenses. Bills holding teams to under 200 yards at 183 yards in the air and 116 on the ground. Not bad keeping teams under 300 yards a game. Turnover differentials, horrible for Buffalo. Entering week 17, -8 on the turnovers. For the Dolphins, they're +8. 8 more takeaways than they've given up. My personal opinion on this game, I really don't have one. I don't like it for the sole fact that both teams have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Dolphins are horrible on the road. The Bills have 3 wins at home. Out of a combined 30 games between the 2 teams, there's 13 wins. So when I look at it, you've got 2 losers. Going to see who's the biggest loser of the bunch. And no real opinion on this game, but if I had to choose, and I'm not choosing, but I'll choose just as a lean for this. But if I had to, I'd probably say I'd lean towards Buffalo, the home team, playing in front of their hometown. The weather doesn't scare me for Miami. Remember, these guys aren't, not every player that plays for the Dolphins is from Florida. They may reside there now for half the year because of the football season. Dominic, nothing matters in that game. Absolutely nothing matters in the Tampa Bay and Atlanta game. Other than one thing I can promise you. Matt Ryan does not want to get hurt. Jameis Winston wants to play next year. He wants to start next year. If it be with the Bucs or be somewhere, I can see Jameis Winston playing his heart out. But I can't see Matt Ryan. I really can't. I really can't see Matt Ryan playing. Absolutely. We'll do a game that matters, Jamar. The Bills and the Dolphins were a request. So I figured we'd do it. MLB, Tennessee, we out. I'll still be here, as James said. No, the quarterback's out. Yes, we know. Brad wants to know, can we do the Browns game? Absolutely. Edward, you can get 2 big personal plays, including my game, NFL Game of the Year, on the website. All right, let me move my information to the Browns and the Ravens. Popping up that good information. Just getting that information up for game 315 and 316. But first, guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably should. At CapNationKyle, I'm going to post a link to it. Give me a follow on Twitter at CapNationKyle. You never know, I do post a lot of different stuff there, my personal plays, some fun money parlays. From time to time, so you never know, I might pop in with something else today. You're too old school. Everybody can get a Twitter. A tweeter. All right, let's take a look at these lines. See where it started, see where it's at now. This is a very important game for the Ravens. The Ravens want in. They need to win. Or tie. Where did it go? Game 315. There it is. Ravens opened up as a 7-point favorite. It's down to 6.5. I see it trending downwards to possibly 6. Total opened up at 41.5. It's down to 40.5 right now. Let's take a look at where the money is at right now, right this second. Surprising, the spread is 50-50. As of right now, it's 50-50. 50% of all bets coming in are on the Browns. 50% the bets coming in are on the Ravens in their must-win situation. 59% are all rolling with the over. 41% are riding with the under. When it comes to betting the money line, 48% are all riding with Cleveland on the up, 2% laying the big money with the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson's got the Ravens in prime position to win the division for the first time since 2012. And snap their 3-year postseason drought. All they got to do is beat the Browns today. They're 9-6 on the year. They're looking for their 10th win. Their 10th win will get them in the playoffs. And they'll win their division. Frank, good morning. I have always said this. I enjoy watching Baker Mayfield. I was never a fan of his in the beginning. He's grown on me over the season. This kid is an absolute blast to watch. I don't even care if I got money on the game. If he's playing, I'm watching the game. I mean, this kid plays with heart and passion, and it don't matter if he's getting blown out by the Bengals. Actually, they beat the Bengals. Blown out by the Chargers. Or they're beating the Bengals. I mean, this kid is just an absolute blast to watch play. Yes, better version than Manziel. And this kid backs up his shit talk, and he plays with just straight passion and pride and a love of the game. And that's very rare to find in the NFL. Once they get to the NFL and they get that big money, they usually lose the reason why they're playing. Mayfield still plays like he's in college, looking to win the Heisman Award. And now that he's doing it in the NFL, it's just an absolute blast to watch. So I was never a fan of his. I'm not a Browns fan, but I'm an absolute Baker Mayfield fan and supporter. Who would have thought in the beginning of the year the Browns would be 7-7-1 entering Week 17? 9-5-1 against the spread. Every sharp predicted that again. Baltimore 9-6 straight up, 8-7 against the spread. Frank, I can too. It's upset day. It is upset day. Some teams are going to go home with their tails tucked between their legs and dreams crushed, while others are going to go home and celebrate. Either that they upset a rival, or they clinched a first-round bye. Baltimore 8-2 against the spread their last 10 games after playing Cincinnati. Browns just 2-12 against the spread their last 15 games against teams with a winning record. Obviously, that's changing now that we have a new Browns organization, new quarterback, some new players, new coaching staff. I absolutely think that as well. Sports Better 609 says, I think Browns are coming in to put other teams on notice for next season. Absolutely. Look for the Browns to make a big push this offseason as well. As far as staff and players. Browns are 36-11-3 on the under their last 50 games in December. Throw all that shit right out the window because they never had Baker Mayfield in December. Except for the 3 games he's played this year. 2 went under and 1 pushed. Exactly. The long-term stats mean nothing for this Browns team. So while they're out there and the stats are out there, don't get trapped by them. Head-to-head trends, under the totals 8-2 in the last 10 meetings between Baltimore and Cleveland in Baltimore. Ravens coming off 2 straight wins. They've won 5 out of their last 6. Before that, they dropped 3 straight games to the Saints, the Panthers, and the Steelers, but they battled back with 3 straight wins against the Bengals, the Raiders, and Atlanta. Bunch of nobodies. Then they lost to the Chiefs. Then they beat the Bucks and the Chargers last week. And now they've got the Browns. Their playoff future is all dependent on Baker Mayfield and the Browns. I can promise you the Browns are trying to win today. Browns coming off a big win last week against their former head coach and the Cincinnati Bengals. They won 26-18. Where all Baker needed to do was run the ball in for the game to go over. Well, not Baker. They just needed to run one more play for the game to go over and for them to cover the spread. The Ravens defense is for real, as MLB just said. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. There's a reason why they have the number one defense in the NFL, holding teams at 284.1 yards per game. They're fourth in overall limiting passing yards. They're third on the rush. Can Nick Chubb run against the Baltimore Ravens? We're going to find out. They're first in holding teams to only 17.5 points per game. Lamar Jackson, the real problem. Lamar Jackson is going to be a threat to the Browns. But when you look at the Browns' history this year, Cam Newton, he's somewhat mobile. He could run. Cleveland got the job done against them. They did get beat by Deshaun Watson, but that game was in the air. Deshaun didn't move the ball on the ground that game. Patrick Mahomes, they smashed him, but he didn't run. That ball was in the air. They picked him apart in the air. LGZ, good morning. These two teams already played this year, October 7th, with Baker Mayfield and the Browns winning 12-9 in an extremely low-scoring game that saw 21 points with a total of 44.5 in Cleveland. The home team, the dog that was catching 3.5, won. The last four meetings between these teams have all gone under the total. Cleveland averaging 22.3 points per game. Baltimore averaging just 24.2. Cleveland gets the job done with 242 yards per game on average in the air, 123 on the ground, led by Nick Chubb. Baltimore averaging 226 yards in the air and 143 on the ground. On the defensive side of things, Cleveland, who gives up almost 400 yards a game to opposing offenses, gives up 264 yards in the air, 124 on the ground. And then the number one defense in the NFL, the Baltimore Ravens, holding teams to under 200 yards passing at 199 and just 85 yards on the ground per game. Turnover differential, Baltimore, horrible. Comes into week 17, -5 on turnovers. The Browns, get this, +9 on turnovers. Absolutely awesome. +9 on turnovers. As far as what side of the fence I'm leaning on this one, the dog. Browns +6.5 is a very nice. I do like the Browns in this one. The total, I think, could go either way with both these quarterbacks. Lamont, Browns are catching 6.5. Yeah, Joe, if they pick up his last year of his contract, he'll catch $20 million next year. But I'm pretty sure he'll will not sign that. He'll opt out, and he will try and sign something bigger and long term. Because let's be honest, he does deserve it. Let's get another game day breakdown going. We got another 25 or so minutes. Jeffrey Baez, who's the lock of the day? Well, you've got a few options. You can get on board our premium plays for today for just $49. We guarantee that you turn a profit. If you don't, we'll keep you going tomorrow absolutely free. You're right, that does cost money. You want the good shit. The good shit ain't free. Lamont, I'm not too sure on the total on it going over. I can see it going over. I can see a lot of points being scored. But then at the same time, I can see it staying under. At the very same time, I can see it staying under. Peter Griffin. I had to block somebody on Twitter. Actually, I didn't block somebody. Somebody on Twitter blocked me. And it's funny, their name is Peter Griffin. But they spell their last name differently than you. They spell it F-I-N. So I'm assuming it's not you. All right, let's see what's next on the list. Hold on, we're going to random check it here. Let's go to the Eagles game. Let's go to the Eagles game. How about that? Fan favorite there. 425 on the East Coast, 125 on the West Coast on Fox. FedEx Field, Landover, Maryland. Eagles taking on the Redskins. Game 309, 310. Eagles 8-7 straight up. 5-9-1 against the spread. Redskins 7-8 straight up and 9-6 against the spread. Eagles looking to make the playoffs, and if they want to do it, they got to get through the Redskins. If they want a chance, they got to get through the Redskins, who are trying to play spoilers, who were officially eliminated from the playoffs last Sunday. Eagles need a win and to get a little help to get in. They need to win, and they need the Vikings to lose. Plain and simple. So they're rooting for our free play to win on the money line, and they're hoping that they cover, or they win the game outright as well, in order for them to squeeze on into the playoffs. Let's take a look at the odds where they opened, where they have trended to now, and where the money is at and headed. The Eagles opened up as a 7.5-point favorite, although they opened up at minus 7.5 plus $1.05, which is a little tricky. Here in Vegas, the line is absolutely all over the place, and let's go over it. The Westgate has the Eagles favored by 6. The Mirage has them at 7 at even money, so that's basically 6.5. All right, William Hill's got him at 6.5. The Wind's at 7 plus 100. CG Technologies at 6.5. Stations at 6.5. And a lot of places offshore at 6.5. However, the Westgate is the first one to bump them down to 6. The total on that game opened up at 42.5. It is now sitting at 42. Although BetOnline just bumped it down to 41.5. 61% of all spread bettors are betting on the Eagles laying the 6.5 points. Only 39% are on the Redskins. On the money line, 73% are taking the Eagles to get the job done on the money line. When it comes to the total, only 30% are on the over. 70% of the public is riding the under in that game. Bumfort, Idaho. Is this guy sitting on a dildo? Why is squirming around? Yep. Frank says one of the easiest games on the board. Washington isn't even going to show up. It's going to be home field advantage for the Eagles. See you later, troll Jimmo. Andre, good morning. Randy, Philly's going to get their hearts broken. They're going to win but not get in, which means they win and the Vikings win outright. Tom, yes, we keep it real. Absolutely. These two teams already played each other just 27 days ago, with the Eagles smashing them 28-13 in Philadelphia. That game went under the total of 45. However, the Eagles easily covered the 5.5-point spread. The favorite has won the last 4 straight meetings. The home team has won 3 out of the last 5, with the last 2 as well. The game has gone under only 2 out of the last 5 times, with the last one being one of them. Joe, we talked about Mariota 2 hours ago. Patsy Keaton, good morning. Have you missed anything? Yes, you've missed an hour and 44 minutes of action. But you can always rewind and go straight back to the beginning and check out all the great content and laughs that we had. Rafael Ochoa, are you watching this currently? I know you just signed up on our website, but out of curiosity, are you watching this currently? Are you watching us live? If you are, post up. I want to tell you something. But it does me no good to tell it if you're not here. Silver Fox Soldier, good morning. Morning, Brian. We split out our hockey package, our hockey plays yesterday, 1-1 our NHL hockey package. We lost on the over in the Golden Knights game, as Brian knows, but we hammered home a huge underdog winner with the Blackhawks plus 215 on the money line. Yeah, Edward. I bet. All right, back to the Eagles game. Washington 4-1 against the spread against teams with a winning record. Eagles just 5-19-1 in their last 25 games against poor passing defenses, yielding more than 6.9 yards per attempt. The Eagles are also 7-0-1 on the over after playing the Titans. Very nice, Brian. Very nice. That's two dogs in a row that hit for us. We had a dog the other night too that came through. Frank, so are we, bud. So are we. Lamont, oh no, I'm always nice. I said I was going to tell him something. He just signed up on our website for our premium plays. But where he lives, I grew up about 2 miles away. I spent my entire childhood and early adult life, so I know exactly where he's at. Small world to see somebody from Canyon Country, California. All right. Redskins coming off a loss last week, losing to the Titans 25-16. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 games, with their only win out of the last 6 games coming against the Jaguars, who they barely beat 16-13. 2 weeks ago. Before that, they lost to the Giants, the Eagles again, the Cowboys, and the Texans. Eagles riding a 2-game win streak. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They beat the Texans last week 32-30. Did not cover the... Well, I know some people pushed. We all had the Texans. We gave out the Texans plus 2.5. They did beat the Rams 30-23, shocking the world. They were catching 13.5 and they won outright. Before that, they lost to the Cowboys when they lost 29-23. And then their other 2 consecutive wins came against the Giants and the Redskins. They beat the Redskins 28-13 last time. The last 3 games have all gone over the total. Their games are 8-7 on the over. Washington is 7-8 on the over. Washington trends downwards, under. Philadelphia averaging 22.9 points per game. Redskins averaging just 18.7. Eagles averaging 270 yards in the air, 96 on the ground. Redskins averaging 197 in the air, 117 on the ground. Michael, you could absolutely get a hell yeah for our guaranteed Saturday win yesterday. That sucker always finds a way to win. It don't matter how bad it's looking or if it's losing. The guaranteed Saturday plays, for some reason, guys, they always come through. But Mike, if you weren't here earlier, I've got my NFL game of the year today. It's part of my personal play selection. I am guaranteeing it just like our guaranteed Saturday. It's not as expensive as the guaranteed Saturday. It's only $100. However, it comes with some bonus plays as well. You don't win, you get a full refund, no questions asked. However, it's going to win. I've waited all NFL season just for this game. I needed some things to line up last week and the week before that to make sure it was going to happen and be a go. It is a go. It is one of the later games in the day, so it's not one of the first games, so you got plenty of time to get on board. What it comes with is you get my guaranteed NFL game of the year, and the guarantee on that game, if for some reason, nope, it's not the Bears game, I promise you that. But I am rooting for your Bears today, and if you didn't notice, there are free play. But you get the guarantee that the game wins, or you receive a full refund, no questions asked of your $100. And you also get my personal plays. I have 3 other personal plays today for that you also get as well, and you get instant access to them. Normally you get the personal plays for me, but I put them online today for everybody that's signing up for the NFL Game of the Year. You get those absolutely free as a bonus. They're on the exact same page as my NFL Game of the Year page, and it's Joyce. It's $100. It's actually cheaper than our guaranteed Saturday play. Jamar, it's one of the afternoon games, bud. Not one of the 1 o'clock games. Absolutely, Michael. They definitely want to get that 1 seed or the first round bye. But just $100, guys, for the game of the year, the NFL Game of the Year, and then you also get 3 additional personal plays of mine, absolutely free, included in it. 2 college basketball and another NFL game that I absolutely love, and I do believe the games are going to put a lot of money in your guys' pocket. So you get it right on the website. It's under the premium plays. Scroll all the way to the bottom. I posted a link. It's the last package at the very, very, very bottom. Edward, I didn't give out an official pick on the Eagles game, but I will give a lean. I'm leaning towards the Eagles. Alex, the games are posted right now. I saw that you purchased it last night. Just log back in to the website. If you're on multiple packages, which I believe you are, if you're on your phone or your tablet, you want to make sure that you turn it sideways. And then right next to your username, you're going to see a small little box that has 4 little windows in it. It's right next to your username. Click on that box. That takes you to the members dashboard area. Scroll down a little bit. You'll see all of the active resources, and it'll say Kyle's NFL Game of the Year. Click here for a pick. Click it. And on that page also has my personal plays for the day. No problem, Alex. Thank you, bud. Thank you. You get it just like you do a guaranteed Saturday play, the way that you get it on the website, except you're going to click on a different one, Kyle's NFL Game of the Year, and then scroll down below that. There'll be another little box with 3 additional plays in it for today that are on my personal plays. All right, let's get another game day breakdown. See if we can't squeeze in one more. And then get you guys. Brian, absolutely drive safe on your way to Tahoe. Brian, many years ago, it's not around anymore, but I actually used to bartend years ago, right when I turned 21, at the little Bill's Casino. It was owned by Harris, in between Harris and when Caesars was around, that little tiny shithole that was right in between that was owned by Harris. I used to bartend there. I did it for one winter while I went up to Tahoe to snowboard. But I caught myself just betting on sports, playing poker, getting drunk. I didn't do too much snowboarding. Oh, you're already up there. Nice. Yeah, text me your ticket, bud. I'd love to see it. All right, let's get another game day breakdown rolling. If I could find the page. On my whale play of the year, Mike, I consider it on the same level as probably, the guaranteed Saturday play. Whatever you put on there. Maybe a little bit bigger. Absolutely love it. Next game we're going to talk about really quickly. We're going to run through it really quickly. I do have some killer plans today, guys. Once we're done filming with this, I got to wrap up some work. I said this earlier in the week that I am taking my wife up to Mount Charleston today. It's a little mountain outside of Las Vegas. There's actually a ski resort up there, believe it or not. We're going to go up there, eat some good food, enjoy that fresh mountain air, get out of the city for a couple hours. Take the Jeep for a little ride. I put the hardtop on it last night. A little sore this morning. But I will have my cell phone on me. If it goes to voicemail, leave me a message, and I'll always call you guys back, or you can always call the office. Frank, that is the game we're going to go over. Hey, Brian, good job on cashing your Clemson yesterday. The game we're going to go over next, and we're going to run through it really quickly, the Jets and the Patriots. Jets 4-11 straight up, 5-9-1 against the spread. Patriots 10-5 straight up, 8-7 against the spread. I know, I know you are. I wasn't trying to acknowledge that chump. I remember not too long ago when they were having people threaten me. It's like, come on, just come on over. Yep, taking her out in the mountains. You know what happens up in the mountains. Mr. Davenport, you're one of many Michaels that tune into the show. We got Michael Fitz, we got Mike Butler, we got you. There's a handful of Mikes and Michaels. All right, guys, Jets and the Patriots. Let's... Yeah, Florida with the pick six, getting the job done. Let's pop up the line where it's at now and where it opened. Patriots opened up as a 14.5-point favorite. It was down to 14. It was actually getting 14.5 earlier this morning. It was still at 14.5 in some spots. But now it's down to 14, although there are a couple casinos that's trending downward. It just dropped to 13.5 as well. Total on that game opened up at 48. It's down to 46 right now, pretty much across the board, although the Westgate is still holding strong at 46.5. When it comes to the percentages, 45% of the spread bettors are rolling with the Jets. 55% are obviously back in the Packers, or not Packers, the Patriots. You know, the Patriot faithfuls, heavily public bet team. I expect that number to jump in the next 2 hours before game time. 81% of all bettors rolling with the under. 81% pounding the under in the Jets and Patriots game. 56% of all bettors are rolling with the Patriots on the money line. Patsy, we gave out an official free play on the Bears plus 5.5, but I'm going to have another one for you here in a minute. All right. Before I dive into the game and give you the information real quick. FanDuel Meadowlands, back east, took a bet for $225,000 on the Bills minus 3.5. $225,000 on the Bills minus 3.5. That line shot up to 5 as soon as it was done. MGM had somebody place $200,000 on Amanda Nunes plus 220 on the money line. I know there was another couple big bets here. CG Technologies had somebody place $50,000 2 days ago on the Titans plus 3.5. They're probably wishing they would have waited. Excuse me. I know last night there was a huge bet on the Patriots. Here it is right here. Yesterday, I told you guys about a bettor who put $525,000 on the Alabama money line to win $95,000. Last night, he bet $125,000 five-team money line parlay. He took the Patriots minus 850, the Seahawks minus 950, the Chiefs minus 900, Alabama minus 550, and Georgia minus 600. That five-team parlay only pays $111,000. MGM also took another huge wager, a $630,000 two-team moneyline parlay on the Patriots minus 850 in Georgia minus 550. Huge action going around here in Vegas. That's all courtesy of Patrick Everson. Also, the MGM took a $160,000 bet on the Bengals plus 14. $160,000 on the Bengals plus 14. Wow. Scott Shelton, the director over at the Mirage, took a $630,000 two-team moneyline parlay on the Patriots minus 850 and Georgia minus 550 to win $200,000. I can keep going on and on and on about some huge bets that were going. Oh, yay, by the way, good morning. All right, let me read the comments that I missed. Big Joe Capper, good morning. Good morning, oh yeah, by the way, last week of the regular season. All right, guys. Between the Jets and the Patriots, all right, guys. New England 23-8 against the spread of the last 10 games at home against lesser passing defenses, yielding more than 6.75 yards per attempt. Ty and Mike, yeah, it's absolutely crazy some of the action that's going on right now. The Jets are 0-4-1 against the spread against fortunate teams with a turnover differential of better than plus 0.3 turnovers a game. New England is 8-2 on the over their last 10 games at home against weak defenses, allowing more than 24.5 points per game. These two teams faced off 35 days ago with New England beating them on the road 27-13. Over the total is 8-3 in their last 11 games. However, the last 5 have all gone under. The favorite has covered 3 times out of the last 5. The road team has won just once out of the last 5 meetings. and that was with the Patriots a little over a month ago. Patriots coming off a bounce-back win over the Bills 24-12 after dropping 2 straight games to the Dolphins in a heartbreaker, and then the Steelers. Jets coming off 2 straight losses to the Texans and the Packers. They lost last week 44-38. The Jets have put up 60 points over the last 2 games. 87 over the last 3. Jets averaging 22 points a game. Patriots averaging 26.5. Jets getting the job done with 202 yards passing per game on average, 101 rushing. Patriots averaging 268 yards led by Tom Brady in the air, 127 on the ground. Oh yeah, by the way, we haven't gone over that game. On the defensive side of things, Jets giving up 26.9 points per game. On average, Patriots 21.5. Jets defense gives up 255 yards per game in the air, 126 on the ground. Patriots defense gives up 254 yards in the air, or as many as the other team wants to get, and 113 on the ground. Turnover differential, Jets -7. -7 courtesy of Sam Darnold most of the time. Patriots +7 entering week 17 on the turnovers. I do like the Jets plus the 14 here as a lean. Live show in Atlanta, you'll be doing the Super Bowl shuffle. Question, guys and gals. I'm going to give you guys a choice. We already gave away the Bears a little bit later in the day. Bears plus 5.5 was a free play. Do you guys want something early? But if you do, it's basketball. But I gave you guys 2 college basketball winners yesterday. If you guys want something that's early, I've got a game for you. That's going to be a nice big winner. What's the majority say? You guys can take an early game, or you can take a later football game, but I already gave you guys one later football game. And you never know, I may just give you guys a later one anyways. Personal play early NFL, your choice. Early B-ball it is. Early B-ball it is. I'll tell you this. We have a couple consensus plays that are early NFL games, but I'm going to be honest with you. With the exception of the Jets plus 14 as a lean, that's probably the only thing that I like early in the NFL. And I don't even know if it's enough for me to bet it. But I do have an early basketball game, college basketball, that I'm going to be firing on. Joyce, I gave out a lean on the Jets plus 14. I don't know if it's strong enough for me to want to bet it. But I think they hang tough. Oh, yay, by the way, this Yeti has what's left of coffee from this morning. This one's got some juice. It's fresh OJ pineapple and banana juice. When you talk for 2.5 hours live, my throat gets sore. Guys, if you're not already before I get you guys on this free play, if you guys are not already signed up, or sorry, subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You could do that right here while you're watching this video. Bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see a Cappers Direct logo inside a white box. Just hover your mouse over it. Pops up a small little box. Click that subscribe button. If you're on your phone or your tablet, just turn it sideways. Scroll up and click that subscribe button. That way you guys get notified every single time we go live or we put out a pre-recorded video. Also, if you haven't already done so, please do give us a thumbs up, guys. Give us a like in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys all the content absolutely free, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're not perfect. We go on bad spells just like everybody. But long-term, our premium plays, personal plays are absolutely money. Yes, Brian, there will be hockey today. It should already be posted. I do believe it was already posted, but if not, I'll check with the guys in the office. So make sure you guys subscribe and give us a thumbs up, give us a like in the video. And poor Reggie, just got on your game of the year. Don't F this up, Kay. All right, Reggie, I'm going to try not to F it up for you, bud, or for anybody. And guys, go be like Reggie. Not with the attitude, but go get on my NFL Game of the Year. It's part of my personal play selection. NFL Game of the Year. It's one big game. I absolutely guarantee that the game wins. If it doesn't win, my guarantee is this. If we do not win this game, I will refund your money. No questions asked for my personal NFL Game of the Year. It does come with a cost. It's $100. It comes with my Game of the Year with the bonus, with the guarantee, as well as 3 additional personal plays as a bonus. Yeah, Karen, depending on the line that you got on Denver, I got Denver at -4. We put it out at 4.5, but most places had it at 4. So a lot of people ended up going 3, 2, and 1. I know you and a few others went 3 and 3. I'd have to look to see what the consensus plays were yesterday. I don't have them memorized. I had too many between that and my personal plays and the bowl games. But there was a smorgasbord of plays between college football, the NBA, and college basketball. But get on board my NFL Game of the Year, guys. Not only do you get the Game of the Year with that money-back guarantee, but you also get 3 additional of my personal plays. These are not included in the premium plays. But you get my personal plays as well. Karen, there's on average anywhere from 2 to 3 consensus plays a day. Generally, one is the free play. Sometimes it's not, but it generally is. But with that being said, also, if anybody wants to jump on board our premium plays, you can get today's premium plays for just $49 on sale. You can also get on sale 1 week of our premium plays. This sale ends tonight at midnight. You can get 1 week of our premium plays for $150. You get it at the same place as my Game of the Year. All the plays are completely different from each other. My Game of the Year is at the very, very, very bottom, and it's going to be a huge, huge winner. That I give you my word. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed in life, so never bet unresponsibly or above your head, or else bad shit tends to happen. Hoop by Night knows. Thank you, Hoop by Night. Brian, text me a ticket. I'll show it off for you. And yes, oh yay, by the way, thank you for the plug. Everybody, make sure you follow me on Twitter. You never know, I might just post something additional there later today. Thank you, Hoop by Night, for always following in the faith. Joe, it's not a NBA freebie. It's a college basketball. All right, guys, college basketball. 2 p.m. Eastern, 9 Pacific. Adam, excellent. Congratulations, bud. Yes, guaranteed Sunday. And actually, believe it or not, I don't know how many times everybody asks me, do you have something guaranteed on Sunday? No, we don't, but maybe we can start doing something like this. You just never know. All right? So with that being said, Ryder facing off against VCU at 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Sorry, 11 on the West Coast. My times are all messed up. 11 on the West Coast. 2 on the East Coast. We are rolling with VCU minus 9.5. I'm not sure if that line has changed since we've been filming for over 2 hours now. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Over 2 hours and 20 minutes we've been live. Yeah, that line has already moved pretty good, guys. It's already up to 11. I still like it at 11. They should absolutely roll all over VCU. Sorry, all over Ryder. VCU should roll all over Ryder. That is one of my personal plays. When I gave it out, it was minus 9.5. It's up to 11 now. I still like it at 11. Curtis, I'll try and get a fun parlay on Twitter if you guys follow me on Twitter. It will probably definitely include the Bears on the money line. Yeah, Karen, I don't know what happened to the Nuggets yesterday. I seen that they were up huge, and then it ticked at 4, and I was like, shit. Luckily, I got 4 on a push, so I lucked out on that one. All right, guys, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for making this a success. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as give us a thumbs up on the way out the door. I'm sure my haters will be going live after me to give out the exact opposite of what we gave out here, so don't fall for the bullshit. Remember, people, bet with people that actually bet the same games they give you day in and day out. A lot of people talk about betting games that they're giving you, and they never show a ticket. So don't fall for that shenanigans. Make sure you're always betting with somebody who is betting the games and financially invested, and then you know you're getting the right side of the game. Ryan, I don't like much of Green Bay today. I'd throw in like the Jets getting 21 or something. 20 or 21. Thank you, Victor. Victor, long time no see, man. Give me a call sometime. Let's catch up. Yeah, Kyle, we gave out the Bears plus 5.5 with a good breakdown of it, which was the very first game that we gave out. Nothing on the half, Lamont. Nothing on the half of that game. College basketball can go absolutely crazy. Look at Montana yesterday. Down at the half and came back and absolutely smashed them in the second and got the job done for us on a free play yesterday. So good luck, everybody. Any questions, give us a call. Remember, my personal play, game of the year, it's this afternoon. It's not one of the early NFL games. It's one of the later NFL games. It's $100, comes with a money-back guarantee. You also get 3 additional personal plays, actually 2 additional personal plays, because I just gave you guys 1 on VCU. There's 2 more, 1 NFL, 1 college basketball, and you never know, I may swing in an NBA later as well. So good luck, everybody. Make sure you guys get on board that NFL Game of the Year or our premium plays, or better yet, both. All right, guys. As I said, if you have any questions, give us a call. If you try me on my cell phone and later on today in about 3.5 hours or more, and I don't answer, it goes straight to voicemail. Send me a text message, and I'll text you back. I'm going to be going in and out of the mountains. I'm headed up to Mount Charleston, which is a nice little mountain right outside of Vegas, a couple hours outside of Vegas. I'm going to go up there with the wife and hang out and get some fresh mountain air and something good to eat. So get out of the hustle of the city. So enjoy, guys and gals. Thank you, everybody, for your trust and faith in us. And let's make a bunch of money today. All right, guys? We'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Remember, we'll be live guaranteed on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. But I'm going to try and go live tomorrow as well, and on Tuesday. All right? Thank you, Mr. Davenport, since we have too many mics in here. Never have too many mics, since you're one of many. Thank you, Ryan. All right, guys, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy those free plays, and let's make some money.